My name is McCurry Pugh. I'm here with my project manager, Kiana Simmons. Kiana, say hi.
Hi.
The biggest gap in education is between ideation and implementation.
So, how do we bridge the gap? Let's hear a bit more from our founder.
What I want to reveal today is the formula, the DNA, if you will, of how to build an AI powered network. None of this is theoretical that I'm going to share. All this is being done and being implemented at scale in a network currently. So why AI in education and why now? Education is at a breaking point. We've got overburdened staff, unequal outcomes, fragmented systems. This is a once in a generation opportunity, one that will not come again, to systematically transform our school systems and education itself, not just another tool for adoption. That's not what we're dealing with here. Designing an AI ecosystem, what does it even mean? So first you have to have an operating system. What are you doing with this? What are you trying to solve? We're not talking about a stack of applications here. And you need to set goals in 4 domains. Instruction goes without saying, but also data, IT, and operations. These things all work together in school systems. Instructionally, are you giving your teachers the best tool? Data, how quickly are you able to fetch and analyze data? IT, security, infrastructure, and data security. Operations, how are we streamlining project management? Those are just some of the examples. Now, everybody's concerned with guardrails, and AI governance is structurally essential. So you need to have teams, and I would say you need to have 2 different teams. You need an oversight and ethics committee, and you need an implementation committee. The implementation team should be able to move fast. They should be a smaller group, and they should be dedicated to, once again, making it happen on the ground level. But they need to answer to someone. You cannot have governance that goes without any support or any guardrails. Once again, responsible AI requires structure and not just enthusiasm, and I stand by that. You need your teachers to go from users of applications to systems designers, but that has to be done with intentionality through professional development, like typically we do in any other facet of education. We just don't have enough people who have the expertise or are comfortable enough talking about this. So you have foundations, prompt engineering, or layered thought engineering, as I like to call it, the instructional use cases. How do you use these to bolster and augment your teaching? And then ethics. And I'm not just talking about COPPA and FERPA when it comes to ethics, but what do you believe in as an organization? What is your vision about teaching and learning for students? Now, preparing students to lead, we know these students will all be managers of AI agents in the future. So AI is a new form of literacy that we have to integrate. Reading, writing, math, project-based learning. Student-facing GPTs and student-facing AI, they can't just generate answers. Students need to know how to interface with these things in order to get quality outputs and actually audit and test the outputs. AI labs for students is something else I suggest, where they can build, evaluate, and reflect, even try to solve problems on their own. Now, your custom, and I always will advocate for custom built GPT tools, they need to be built by educators. Nobody knows what students need more and are more aware of what students need on an individual basis than the teachers who teach them. So these models need to be built by educators and trained on local frameworks, not off the shelf tools that flatten thinking, that just allow you to highlight and create something without reading it. The results will be better planning, smarter coaching, clearer interventions. This is the baseline DNA. If you apply these things to your network, to your district, you'll have a fine opportunity to transform education and take the bull by the horns when it comes to AI.